Hello, I'm Herman Yau, a filmmaker from Hong Kong.
Okay. Tell me, I'm gonna start with the past a bit. Do you think that you could shoot movies like Ebola Syndrome nowadays? And Untold Story?
Nowadays, of course, for Ebola Syndrome, it was done so many years ago. If I do it again today, to me, I don't want it to be the same. Otherwise, it's meaningless for me. And as a genre, then I hope that I can make something similar. I mean, as kind of people call it cult film. Of course, with a different story or. Because I don't have an idea now, so that's why I'm not sure what it can be if I have this chance. But of course, I wouldn't like it to be. It's similar, but cannot be too similar, or just. I want to make something new. Just. Only that people can consider or categorize it as a so-called cult film. Other than that, it should be different. No need to repeat myself.
Okay. And so through your years in the industry, which would you say are the most significant differences you have seen, both in cinema and yourself as a filmmaker?
One thing that I think every filmmaker cannot avoid is the technology. Now and a few decades ago is very different. At that time we shot in film, and now we shot in digital media, and the post-production and the way that the on-set shooting is also not the same. Because in the past, film, the negative is very expensive. You must be very disciplined. Unless you have a huge budget that you can spend and all, and no one will control you. Otherwise, you have to be very disciplined because the negative is really expensive. But nowadays, with the digital media, that you can, to be extreme, you can shoot anything randomly. You can switch on your camera without switch off the whole day long. Just in between, maybe you have to change the memory card, something like that. So it's very different. And in this sense that you can have more unexpected footage, or something that, of course, you must have very smart. I mean, smart is a cameraman that he's capable of some so-called documentary filming, so he can capture something that at the first place we didn't plan to be in the film.
Okay. And you as a filmmaker, have you changed, let's say, the way you choose movies, let's say, which ones you will direct? Has it changed the way you are thinking about that through the years?
Through the years, it changes quite often because we are a living person, and then in our daily life we will encounter different things or different happenings. This will affect your way of thinking and your desire to make film. What I mean desire is a topic or the subject matter. Sometimes something happens so close to you, or for example, I'm living in Hong Kong and grew up in Hong Kong, like in the past few years. Yeah. So no matter it's consciously or subconsciously, you will have something that about the context, and of course you can be very consciously to make a movie that is very relevant to the recent happenings. So that's why it changes. Just like, for example, 5 years ago, I have a subject that I want to make it into film, but 3 years ago I have another subject, and then today I may go back to the subject 5 years ago. So it's not a stable thing. Yes, and yes, but it's just talking about my view in the industry that the investors also choose a director, also choose story. So what my say is not final unless I have the resources to do something, to do a film outside the industry or outside the system.
And tell me a bit, from all the actors that you have cooperated through the years, is someone that stands out for you?
Sorry?
From the actors that you have worked with through the years, is someone
no. The personnel changes. Not the same one. Say the producer, not the same producer. You know, sometimes in the filmmaking, someone wear the producer's name, just have title. But of course, some producers they can really help me, like in financing or negotiating with some cast, some star. Yes. So, but I don't have a steady one. It different from project to project.
Okay.
So, in short, I work alone.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. And tell me a bit about Wildstorm. How, take me from 2 to 3. What has changed there? What do you say?
2 to 3.
From what? From this is the third movie.
The third movie you mean Wildstorm?
Yeah.
Oh, Wildstorm 3 is the third. It's very simple because Wildstorm 2 is a box office success. So to the investors, it's very simple. The motive is simple enough. That's why they want the Wildstorm 3.
But this time you had a lot of problems in the shooting, right? You had to move from Thailand to Hong Kong, and then there were some accidents. So
yes,
tell me a bit about.
Actually, it's because of the pandemic, and then the government policy. Our original plan was to make Wildstorm 3 in Thailand. Not the whole film, but a large portion of the film will be shot in Thailand. But when our pre-production crew, like the production manager, art directors, production designers, they went to Thailand and then quarantined for 15 days when they were free to go, and then do the location scouting, something like that. And then the COVID broke out, and then we found a land. A large piece of land that we can build our set. But unfortunately, because of the policy that at that time, the first thing is that all the hotels, they wouldn't accept any tourists, any outsiders. So our crew went there. We have no place to stay, to live. And we could find some other places that not hotel, like a private apartment or something like that. But still, the flight tickets were difficult. And then even we could solve all these problems, the government might prohibit us to shoot, and then it will cost a lot. And then at that time, I was making another movie in Yunnan, and I thought that because Yunnan is the border of Burma and also Thailand and also Vietnam. Vietnam, no, Vietnam is Guangxi. Anyway, it's the border of Burma. Then I started to think that the plants and the weather is actually it's very similar. Then my plan was to move the whole production to Yunnan. However, we could not find a big enough place to build our set. And then a mini crew, that mini crew in the sense of a location scouting crew, they went to the Guangdong province, and then we found a land. And then we started to build the set. Then when the set was halfly built, and COVID broke out there. And then after some considerations with the investors and the people involved, then we will only shot a bit there, and then the whole set will come back to Hong Kong, and we still had to shoot a bit because it would be very complicated to get a visa for the actress to come to Hong Kong. Firstly, because of the working visa, and on the other hand, there's also the COVID, the policy. And then that's why I had to finish the part of the actress, Ebola Syndrome, her part. And unfortunately, she broke her leg in her hotel. Then I can only shoot her face and have to use many doubles. And then we finished the part with the actress, and then we built the set in Hong Kong, and then finished the whole film in Hong Kong.
But there's also some incident with the stuntman, some stuntman getting injured, or is it?
Oh yes, stuntman for the opening scene. It's an accident, not during shooting. When yes, he's a stuntman and he's also a special effect professional. When he was preparing a bomb, actually not really a bomb, it's a high pressure thing, so that when you switch on, the high pressure gas can lift up car. When he was doing the preparation, suddenly no one knows, and then suddenly boom, and the car jumped up and then fell on him. And this is the most serious one, but luckily he's now still working with me, and still, you know, those stuntmen, their physical condition not same as us. We might die, but they can still survive. Their bones, their muscles not the same as ours. Yes, and other injuries in the explosion, burned by fire, but that's not serious. That in a sense, that's what we that's expected. Of course, though I say expected, we didn't want it to happen. We minimized the chance, but we could not say that it is 100%. But I would say that it's more than 99%. But still, sometimes burn a bit. But it's not serious. The most serious one is the one
with the car.
Yeah.
And can you tell me a bit about the final sequence with the explosions and everything that's happening in the movie? How did you shoot that? Which I felt is really, really impressive.
I think when you are doing this kind of thing, you must be very clear what shots you want, and then secondly is these shots. In the final editing, it may have something different, but at least on set you have a general picture of the editing or the flow. Otherwise, you can still shoot it like this. And when I was a DP, I worked with some directors. They have no idea. They just shoot the so-called possible shots, but it will. Firstly, it's not efficient, and secondly, it's very wasteful. Wasteful in sense of manpower and also money, and also days. The shooting days maybe more, and sometimes to the extreme a lot more. Yes.
And how was your cooperation with the actors?
The actors, if you're talking about White Storm 3 for Sean Now and Louis Koo, I worked with them before. In particular, Louis Koo, many movies already. Of course, now he's a big star and he has a power of saying. So I have to talk or discuss with them. But still very easygoing. And Aaron Call was the first time that we collaborate. Aaron Call is easy, but his lady manager is a little, yeah. But still on set, my communication is just with the actors. So and also the producer, he handled a lot of matters that aroused from the manager. So to me, it's also, I think 1 or 2 days then me and Aaron, we already adapted a way of collaboration, and so it's not difficult. And the difficult thing is to balance the three actors, yes, to make a balance. But it's not in a way to entertain them. Still in the movie that I want them to be even, at least in the marketing sense. The appearance or the dramatic involvement, if it can be even in the marketing sense, it is good.
So you had a lot of fights during the shooting, or it was okay?
No. Very peaceful.
Okay.
Very peaceful. Actually, most of my filming is very peaceful. I think the last time, so-called hard time, is already many years ago. At that time, I was young and didn't know how to handle the human relationship and something like that. But for the past 20-something years, it's always peaceful. We can talk and we can arrive in a conclusion, and so not really difficult.
So in general, you allow improvisation by your
allow. I think because it depends on case by case and film by film. In a general sense, I think a director should allow improvisation. At least to me, I think so.
And can you tell me a bit how the editing worked for the movie? How you worked on the editing?
Editing?
Yeah.
Editing, you mean White Storm 3?
How you edited the movie, let's say.
I see. In the past, I think almost 20 years, my regular editor was Ezreal Chung. And then because we have a long time collaboration, I let him do the first cut. And then after the first cut, and then we together to do amendment, something like that, or correction. Actually, no correction. You can't say it's right or wrong. How to deliver a drama effectively to the audience. So when I worked with Ezreal Chung, he did the first cut, and then we did the final cut together. But for the recent productions, it's not released yet because of his health condition. Because after COVID, because he was infected, and after after the COVID, his body condition is not so good. And I had then, because of movie need editing, then I found a very little one to be the editor. But it also is under my expectation that I need very much more time in editing. Yes. Of course, I also let him do the first cut, but the amendment is very so it's it is very different. Yes. So anyway, I enjoy it. Actually, I like editing a lot. Yes. I like if you're talking about the post-production, I like editing. I enjoy editing, and I enjoy putting music into the image because it gives you a new look. It's very fascinating when you have all the shots link up together. It's the first time you see the scene It's exciting and fascinating. And then sometimes it's boring, and then you put some music, and then it can convey another mood or another event, something like that. So.
Okay. And films in the past where the duration was smaller, like
yes.
it was like 90 minutes tops, let's say. But
Yes.
right now, everything seems to be over 2 hours. So why is it? Do the producer demand?
No, actually, low end demand is kind of evolution. I may say that. In the past, most of the Hong Kong films, the main market, not really the main market, because for some productions like South Korea, Taiwan, and Southeast Asia is also significant markets. These regions, they are all very significant. The reward in terms of money is very important. But still, the Hong Kong market is also significant. And a film of 19 minutes is also very simple. In a theater, a film with 19 minutes, you may have 7 shows, 8 shows. But with 2 hours something, you may have only 4 shows. So it just also, it's business. Recently, I don't know how people get this kind of feeling. So-called big production, mega film, cannot be too short. And also in the sense of writing script creation. Actually, 90 minutes is very difficult. In the past, we make a film over 90 minutes. Every day there's a telephone asks you to cut it down. Now we have a longer duration. But when a film, including the end credits, more than 2 hours, that's 120 minutes, then I still receive calls to cut it down. Because the number of shows that can be put in a single theater is the same everywhere. For the mainland market, they also consider this.
Okay. And how was the box office for Wildstorm 3?
Wildstorm 3 is no good, but not too bad. Anyway, it is no good because the investors and also maybe some audience, some outsiders, they had very high hope because the Wildstorm 2 is record-breaking office. So they expected that this one can pass, the box office can be higher than that. Unfortunately, it's very much lower than that.
Okay.
Yes.
So you get in trouble when something like that happens, or
psychologically, there's a little, but not too much. Because I've been in the industry for so long. For the past recent years, it can be relatively, it's kind of also box office wise, it's kind of big success. But still in the past, I have so-called, not big success, but still people will consider to be successful movie. So no matter a success or failure, I have gone through this kind of experience. So now I have a feeling, but not that much. Not that much. It won't bother me too long. Of course, for the investors, that the coming one, they cut down the budget, but still the coming one is shortwave free. Before the release of Wildstorm 3, shortwave free, the budget is quite high. Now it is still a big production, but we have to control the budget because actually I warned the investors many times. Nothing always goes up. Up must be down. Yeah, but they just don't care. But now they care. You cannot. you cannot make one film bigger than the one before, bigger than no. One drop, you cannot suffer. You cannot suffer. I mean, you might die. Broke.
Okay. And how would you describe the situation in the Hong Kong movie industry at the moment?
I think, in a sense, is good, but I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that it's very good, because according to my viewing experience, though most of the movies are low budget one or medium budget, to me I think the quality is good, and then a few of them, the box office is also good. Good at least in the sense that the investors got back the production cost, and of course they didn't earn a lot, but at least it's not a losing one. Yes, and of course it needs time for those young filmmakers and those young actors to build up their name or their fame, so that the audience outside Hong Kong can recognize them. And like the co-production that I did in the past few years, in fact I didn't want to have Louis Koo and so on, but the Chinese mainland market, you can say like a new actor or a new actress from Hong Kong, they say no. They say because they don't know them.
Okay. And can you tell me a bit more about your future projects? What are you working on next?
Now I'm working on 2 scripts. One is an adaptation from Lovo. It's kind of suspense with tension, but just a little action, not an action film. And also working on Subway 3, and these 2 are more concrete that I am now doing. And on the other hand, I still have to do the post-production of 5 movies. So it's enough to spend my time.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.